and welcome to your Rise and Shine yoga practice. Today's practice is a chill, all-level yoga flow. So we will begin by starting on tabletop position on all fours, placing the wrists underneath the shoulders, the knees underneath the hips, and just making some circles in one direction, getting some circulation into the hips, and then switch direction in the other direction, making some circles through the shoulders, through the hips, open to sigh in, breathe in through the nose, sigh out through the mouth. And on the exhale, drop your belly, head comes up to the sky. Inhale, making a C shape, breathing behind the heart, and exhale, belly drops, shoulder blades come together. Exhale, inhale, pressing into the hands, pressing into the chops of the feet. Tucking tailbone under, and exhale. Last one, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Belly, really breathing deep into the belly. And then drawing the hips back into a child's pose. Fingertips reach to the front of the mat. Open up the fingers wide to each corner of the mat. And now place the hands behind the head in prayer position. Opening up the elbows even wider. Inhale in, shrugging the shoulders up near the ears. And on the exhale, breathe, drop the shoulders away from the ears. Bottoms of the underarms pressing towards the floor. One more time like that. Inhale, shoulders to ears. Press the forehead into the ground. And on the exhale, release the shoulders, release the hands down. And we'll begin by this time coming up onto the elbows and moving the body to the left side of the mat. On the elbows, exhale, chin to the center of the mat. Right hip towards right corner of the mat. I'm just going to make some circles through this child's pose, but on the forearms. Forearms parallel here. Inhale forward. Nice hip opener. Exhale back. And then switch in the other direction. Inhale in one direction, up to the front of your mat, over to the left side. Exhale back. Inhale. And exhale. Back. Inhale back to center. And exhale back to neutral. Now you can interlace the fingers in front of you. Draw the elbows underneath the shoulders. Pressing the interlaced palms into the floor and feet hip distance apart. Look back towards your belly button and exhale the heels back in, down, into dolphin pose. Squeeze the head back between the shoulders, heels dropping down towards the mat. So nice high hips as the hips go to meet the ceiling. And at the same time, simultaneously pressing into the elbows. Heels pressed to the mat. Exhale, press. One more deep inhale. Exhale, pressing into the shoulders. Heels come further back, opening up the hamstrings. You can bend the right knee here, and then bend the left knee. Just walking out the hamstrings. Bending, stretching the hamstrings, full body stretch, bending that right knee, then the left knee, stretching out the calves, bending the right knee, then the left knee, then exhale, up high as if you're standing in high heels, press back in, head comes back between the shoulders, and then on the exhale, knees come down towards the ground. Head comes up off of the ground, and as if you are, knees almost touch the ground, you're going to stay here. Nice belly button up towards spine, strong spine here. Strong breath. Weight in the elbows and simultaneously pressing back into the arches of the feet, heels up off the ground. One more breath here, nice and strong breath. Come into that Ujjayi breath if you're familiar. And on the next exhalation, knees come to the ground, toes together, and back to child's pose. Beautiful. A nice warming breath. So you press the fingertips down into the ground. Beautiful. Nice deep breath behind the heart. On the next inhalation, scoot the hips up and forward. Keep the elbows where they are. Allow the hips to come back. Feet to come back parallel. And we're going to come into Sphinx pose. Both palms pressing into the ground. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. Chin parallel to the mat. Beautiful. Press both the tops of the feet into the ground. And close the eyes here. And notice, are you scrunching the ears up by the shoulders? Can you draw them up and down and back and create space on the side of the back? Beautiful. One more breath here. Breathe into the front of your beautiful heart. Full, deep, complete breath. Cycle the breath in, inhaling in through the nose. So complete exhale out the nose. Beautiful. And on the exhale, drop the head down to the ground. This time, draw the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing the tops of the feet into the ground. Squeeze the elbows into the side body. And on the exhalation, press the belly button into the ground. Inhale, lifting the upper body off the ground, pressing the feet into the ground. You can use the arms, or you can just slightly lift them up a few inches off of the ground to really use this as an upper body strengthener. Squeezing the elbows together, shoulder blades together, and lastly, drop the hands down to the ground. Chin parallel to the floor. Beautiful. Inhale here. And exhale. Breathe deep into the belly. Squeeze those elbows into the side body. Big, beautiful, calm smile on the face. And on the exhale, head down towards the ground. On the next inhalation, reach, rounding the hands behind the tailbone, interlacing the fingertips behind the tailbone. You might even press the pointer finger out long and press the tops of the feet in the ground. Fire up the glutes, rotate the shoulders up and down and back. And on the next inhale, lifting the upper body up off the ground. Beautiful. Feel the arms slide back down to the lower side of the buttocks. And on your next inhalation, lift the arms up, squeezing the shoulder blades together, chin parallel to the floor. Full breath, in and out. And can you lift the arms up a little bit higher here? Inhaling. And on the exhale, dropping the head, dropping the hands back down towards the tailbone. Releasing the hands underneath. And then coming up into tabletop position. Drawing that right foot forward into a supported runner's lunge. Left knee on the floor. And then scoop both of the hips back into a parallel line. Right heel presses into the floor as the fingertips frame the front right foot. Belly button is fine. Breathing, inhale. Can you bring the upper body or torso down towards the right thigh here. Knit that right femur, right leg way back into the hip socket. Evening out the hips. Feeling that stretch along the back of the calf. And on the inhale, bending the right knee. Exhale, framing the right foot and allow the weight to shift forwards into both of the hips. Tucking left toe under. Inhale, if that's comfortable for you, lifting the left foot off the ground. And on the inhale, you can bring your hands onto the top of your leg in a supported runner's lunge. And if this feels good for you, inhale, lift the arms up into cactus lunge. On the exhale, raise and straighten that right front leg. Inhale, bending the right knee, bending the right, both elbows. Inhale, straighten and lengthen, straighten the legs, straighten the arms. And on the exhale, bend the right knee, bending both arms. And on the inhale, lifting up, straightening both legs. Exhale, bending legs, bending arms. Beautiful. And on the next exhalation, straighten up. Drop both hands to the heart, both feet to the front of the mat, or to the lengthwise of the mat. Inhale the hands in front of the heart here. Closing the eyes here. 3 deep breaths to ground, pressing both feet into the ground, feet parallel, both hands pressing into the center of the chest. Inhaling. Inhale, one more breath here. And on the exhale, wide forward, bending at the hips. Forward fold, hands pressed towards the floor. Parallel to the heels, heels of the hand parallel to heels of the floor. Inhale up to flat back. And on the exhale, if it feels good to you, drawing the head back into the center of the mat in the same line as the heels, as the floor. Inhaling here. And exhaling. And if you're comfortable here, you can interlace the fingers behind the back and allow the hands to fall away from the torso, hands towards way beyond the top of the head, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Deep breath here. Simultaneously grounding into the heels, pulling up on the root back to ground yourself. One more breath here. Then on the exhale, release the hands down. Heels, hands in line with the heels. Inhale up to flat back. Grounding. You might even come up into the fingertips here. Breathe into your flat back here. And on the exhale, hands to hip. And on the next inhale, squeeze the thighs together simultaneously while pressing into the heels and coming up into wide blanket standing pose. Both arms out to the side. Fingertips pulling out in opposite directions. Energy coming out of the top of the head while simultaneously grounding into the heels. And on your next exhale, shifting, pivoting both feet to the left side of your mat. Left toes pointing down, the right toes pointing forward. And then on the inhale, dropping the hands to the feet, hands to the ground. And then we'll bring the right knee to the ground. And move through the sequence on the opposite side. So drawing the left heel up into the air, right, left heel into the floor, right, left toes up into the air, sorry, and getting a nice big hamstring stretch through the left side of the calf, hamstring. Square off your hips. On the inhale, you might lift the torso up. Exhale, drawing the torso down towards the left thigh. Breathe into the back of the neck, head, shoulders. And on the exhale, shifting weight forward into the left hip, framing the left foot with both of the hands, tucking the right toes under, and inhale, come up into that high lunge. So inhale, both arms may rest on top of the thigh or into your cactus pose here. Beautiful. One deep inhale here. And on your next exhale, press straighten that left front leg, arms elongate. Inhale, bending knee, bending arms. Belly button this time. Inhale, lengthen the left leg, arms towards the sky. Inhale. And bending arms, bending leg. One more time. Inhale up, lengthening. Feel that oxygen moving into the side of the ribs. And then on the exhale, bending arms, bending leg. And on the exhale, bring the hands down to frame that left foot. Bring the left foot back to meet the right into plank. And we'll hold this for 3 breaths here. If this is too much for you, you can bring your knees to the ground. Inhale, belly button spine, nice and strong. Breathe into the back of the heart. One more breath here. And again, a full cycle of breath. You're shaking, that's fantastic. You're clearing energy out of the meridians of the body, any stagnant energy. And on the exhale, knees are already down, dropping them to the ground. Knees wide apart, toes together, and coming back to child's pose. Walk those fingertips forward to the front of the left side of the mat. Beautiful. Inhale, breathing into the heart. Exhale. And then when you're ready, walk the hands back up towards the torso. We can bring ourselves to sit on the buttocks, feet together, knees wide apart. Grab a hold of the ankles and just butterfly the knees up and down into Baddha Konasana or bound ankle pose. Nice hip opener here. You can come in through the nose. Exhale, out the mouth. Relax, let go. Inhale, softening, allowing the breath to move into any part of the body, especially the hips, where there might be tension. If this is a big stretch, you can walk heels up, the feet away from the torso. And when you look deep, full cycle of breath, as you wave the knees up and down into an active Baddha Konasana. And on the exhale, coming into stillness, both heels pressing together. Heart shining forward, shoulder blades pressed together. And I invite you to come into your Sukhasana or easy pose, one leg pressed in front of the other. I'm going to inhale the arms up above the head. Exhale, both hands back to your heart center. Palms pressing together. Inhale, the arms up above the head. Exhale, hands back to heart center. One more time, inhaling, hands back to heart center. And then interlacing the right hand on top, left hand on the bottom, right elbow might reach on top, and then really grab a hold of both shoulders, give yourself a big squeeze. Lots of love showing up for the practice today. Squeeze the elbows up towards the ears. And on the exhale, release. Elbows down and away from the ears. Shoulders down towards the hips. One more time. Squeeze like that. Inhale, shoulders up. And this time we're going to interlace the opposite hand on the top. So left arm comes on the top. Right hand to right shoulder. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze the shoulders together. Shoulders up towards the ears. And on the exhale, release shoulder blades away from the ear. Feel that opening the back side of the heart. Beautiful. Smile into your beautiful, even if it's just a sort of inner smile, smile into your organs, smile into your body, smile into your heart. Space, literal and physical heart space. Do something relaxing and chill for yourself today. And then on the exhale, release the hands down. Palms facing up. And just allowing yourself to close your eyes here. Come to a gentle sitting meditation as we scan through the body. Noticing if you can tension, ankles, toes. Releasing the knees. Releasing the hips. Lifting your elbow. Spread wide, pressing into the ground, presence here in this moment. Breathe into the base of the spine. To keep the digestion and reproductive organs, breathing up into your heart, lungs, kidneys, pancreas, spleen, and subtle. So, smile to all its work that the organs do for themselves. Yourself, into your shoulders, relaxing your elbows, your arms, your fingers. Focus in the center of your body, relaxing your jaw, your eyes in the socket. Perhaps even longer, mouth turns upward to outward display of this inner surrounding, shining this relaxation and chillness, shining all throughout the inner body. Feel that relaxation, power of Musa coming over your brain, the top of your head, nice and relaxed throughout the body, mind, and spirit. Bowing your chin towards the chest. Breathing into the back of the neck, breathing into the center of the heart. Giving thanks to yourself for showing up for this beautiful, chill, self-healing practice. It's been an honor to spend this time with you. Namaste. Namaste. If you found benefits from this practice, please feel free to like, subscribe, share, perhaps even mark this practice to come back to again. Tuesdays 8 a.m. and Thursdays 5 p.m. Namaste.